Well, the big names keep on coming because here comes Bram Chardon, age 29, the European champion, the team silver medalist from 2018, the indoor world champion from this year as well. Desperate to try and add a world individual title to his collection, and he's off and running here, Bram, in the first of his 8 obstacles that he has to negotiate here.
And Bram is brilliant in the obstacles, as we saw in Leipzig earlier this year with his grey team. He absolutely smashed it with the indoors. He's got lightning reaction. He is hungry. He loves the feel of winning, and he is one of the most competitive people here at the Pratoni for the World Championships. We've lost vision of him. There's so much dust being kicked up.
Well,
that's amazing. The speed. This will be very fast. My goodness, that's going to challenge. He's here to get not 1 but 2 medals. He wants team and a podium, doesn't he?
And this is Bram coming into obstacle number 2 and ready to see what he can do here and keep the pressure on. Remember, starting with a score of 46.25. I don't think he was particularly pleased with that dressage score, but
Bram will be pushing every ounce of energy that he can out of his horses. Just look at him leaning forward, and he'll be calling the horses' names. It's something he does with his indoor team as well, just keeping them alert. Each horse has to know its name. I know we're driving 4 as a team here, but the horses need to know their names. Look how tightly he's come around there. That was a good line, but the carriage was just being swung round. They managed to keep it off those posts, and that looked very slick. It'll be interesting to see what the time is in comparison to those who have gone before.
Well, that was the quickest. Now we pick up Ijsbrand Chardon with his team, and well, let's see how he gets on here. And
well, he hasn't been 4-time world champion for nothing. This is a chap who really does attack every marathon with every ounce of commitment that he's got, and he will be here wanting to do it all over again. He wasn't best pleased when his crown was taken from him by who was then the young pretender, and he still wants to win as much as ever.
The quickest time in this is Mikael Brauchele's at 47.08. This looks sharp from Ijsbrand and his team of horses. Opened up with a second quickest in the first obstacle. And throwing down the gauntlet, this looks very sharp indeed as he gallops towards the finish point in obstacle number 2, and he has, well, an amazing score, 45.81. That is, well, 47.08 was the next best, and that was made to look so easy.
4-time winner, and he'd dearly love to do it again, whether that's a reality, but certainly he would like his team, who have won 9 gold medals. They're going for a record 10th. They've dominated on the team front for such a long time, and competitive, brings on so many horses. He's trained many horses over the years, a tremendous horseman, and passed all his natural talent down to his son Bram, who is doing so well. Perhaps a little bit off colour today, but yeah, there's still plenty left for Dad, and he's really showing us how it's done.
Yep, and coming to the end, he's been pretty consistent. Just maybe lost a little bit of impetus over the last 2 obstacles where he's finished 11th quickest and 10th quickest so far, so maybe the horse is just feeling a little tired towards the end, and as you can hear Ijsbrand absolutely roaring them home, and 57.77 is 8th quickest. But what it does do, I tell you what, it means that he is into bronze medal position in the individual. He was the 2nd quickest so far in terms of points, ahead of behind Mikael Brauchele with 114.49. We come to obstacle number 2, I think, and this is Koos Ronde is out on the course, and I can tell you that already he's ripped it through number 1 with a 451.42, and let's see what he does here. This could be he was disappointed with his dressage, so he's a man on a mission.
And if anyone can fulfill the mission, it's Koos de Ronde. He, again, is enormously competitive. He's got Marie on the back there, his wife. She is an accomplished horsewoman herself. She's also sometimes a chef to keep to the Dutch team. So she keeps him right at this point. And the kids are also involved in it. So they've got a big driving equestrian enterprise as well. But, yeah, kicking up a lot of dust that he means business.
My. Wow, wow, wow. That is 2 quickest times already for Koos de Ronde. Now we're into Koos de Ronde in the final phase. He's been brilliant so far. This is obstacle number 8. He blazed his way through the first 3 with the 3 quickest scores through those obstacles. Can he end with a flourish?
Well, Daniel Schneider's ended with a flourish, and that sort of took us, and as did Frederick Persson. They were 2 individual drivers here who were not obviously contending either for individual medals or for team places, but they really stormed this final obstacle, which has caused some of the early drivers a few problems, but it seems to be quite flowing. It's one of those that's got lots and lots of knockdown options. We did have a great aerial shot of some of those balls earlier on, but this is looking good, is it?
Yes, it's looking very good. Can he keep it going as he gallops to the line? 52.40. Thank you very much. Make it 4 quickest times for Koos de Ronde. He has been on fire, the Dutchman, and he has come up with a score of 107.86, not quite as good as Mikael Broekela's, but only by 0.86, which is nothing in marathon terms. He has moved himself up to 5th place overall on 162.10. That was amazing from the Dutchman.
With a 54 dressage to post that and really take himself back into the medals, we would have written him off after the dressage, going, no, he's going for the team, he's not going for an individual. Now look what he's done. Well, never say never in this game.